What's poppin' Blockbusters? This is your boy KyleBlockbuster, and we are back with another banger of a video. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about how you can grow your Instagram and overall your social media to where you can become more of an influencer, or if you want to, get in touch with ads or whatever you want to do with growing your Instagram. And we're gonna get started. We're gonna pop right into it. So first thing that I recommend doing whenever it comes to, and let me give you a little background first off. So whenever it comes to my background, whenever it comes to Instagram, so in the past 6 months, I've gained from 6,000 followers to right at about 18,500 followers. And if you want to go follow me, make sure that you check out my Instagram right now. Well, actually after this video. Anyways, so, and it all comes down to the 5 things that I am going to be talking about in this video. So make sure that you're paying attention, because this stuff is going to be the stuff that you really need to know whenever it comes to getting a larger following on Instagram. So first thing, and this comes down to just normal everyday society, post consistently. Whenever you want to get a better body, you are going to consistently work out more. Whenever you want to accomplish a goal, you're going to consistently reach or do specific things to where you can end up reaching that goal. And it just all boils down to consistency. So post consistently and make sure that you're posting the same type of content. Make sure that you know what your niche is. So if you're let's say a chef and you cook very, very often, make sure that the content that you're posting is strictly, about cooking. Because if you're going to be posting something like, let's say, about your kids, or you're going to be posting something, like, oh, we're at, doing this, that's stuff that you can more post on your story. The type of stuff that you need to be posting on your everyday page needs to be strictly niche specific content, just because people want to come to your page and know exactly what they're going to be getting. So that is number 1, post consistently. Secondly, so once you know that your niche, whatever your niche is currently, whether you're a singer or you're a chef or whatever you do, you need to make sure that you find somebody that you aspire to be like. So let's say as a chef, you want to be like Gordon Ramsay one day or something. You need to go on Gordon Ramsay's page, and you need to like and comment consistently on their posts. You need to turn on their post notifications. You need to kind of get in with their group, with their community. And once you get in with their community, sooner or later, the community that surrounded them is going to kind of get attached to you, because they're going to see the type of content that you do through, comments. Like, for example, if I comment on something, on like somebody that I aspire to be like, whenever I comment on there, and they have like tons and tons of people that follow them, the people that also comment are going to be scrolling through and seeing the comments that are on their page. And then in turn, they are if you have like a funny comment or whatever you had put on that post, you could end up getting a straggler follower, just because it just is a spiral effect of somebody gravitating from one page to another, and then possibly clicking that follow button on your page. And so liking and commenting on other people's posts that you aspire to be like could definitely help. So next thing, and a lot of people talk about hashtags. This is going to be the third step, which is hashtags. A lot of people talk about hashtags, but they don't really go in depth. What I like to say is, whenever it comes to hashtags, you need to really understand that you're trying to gain a local following first. Because yeah, you can have somebody from England, but they're like, if you're in the United States, like let's say you're from, my city, in Louisiana, and you're gonna post something that, anybody can end up seeing. You're going to have a higher chance of, because you're trying to turn your Instagram into a business, I'm assuming, you're gonna have a higher chance of selling your product, which is you or whatever, to somebody that is in your local area than you would to somebody in Bismarck or anywhere, in the world. And that just kind of boils down to local interpretation and, stuff like that. And the way that I see that would be the easiest way to gain a local following is through hashtags. So, for example, let's say you're from Pittsburgh. if you're a Pittsburgh artist, you know, if you make music and you live in Pittsburgh, make sure that you use on every single one of your posts, you put hashtag Pittsburgh, you know, music, hashtag Pittsburgh artist. Because if you put just hashtag music or hashtag artist, think about the entirety of Instagram that puts hashtag music, hashtag artist. There's no way that people are gonna find you, or even if they have the possibility of finding you, somebody else, you know, like a million other people are going to end up putting hashtag music like literally in 30 seconds from the time that you also post. So putting something a little bit more local is going to get you that local fan base, that local notoriety, and then in turn helps with the next step that I'm going to go into right now. The next step is go out and meet new people. So let's think about it, right? Social media. You got to be social. You got to get out there. You got to shake hands. You got to go to events. You got to meet people. There's a lot of things that a lot of people that do the other 4 steps, but they don't get out of their house. And that's one thing that I say whenever it comes to growing your social media. Whenever you really make it and blow up because you're a hard worker and you're consistent and you're going to do everything that you need to do, whenever you really make it one day, people are going to be so happy to have met you and shook your hand before you blew up, because they can say, oh, I knew him or I knew her before they blew up. And that in turn just helps you gain those really engaged fans and followers in a very, 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 you know, avid period of time. It just allows people to feel more connected to you whenever you are out and about and shaking hands and meeting people, because they see that you're not just staying inside and doing nothing. You're really trying to make a difference or impact the way that you show that you are on your Instagram. And so in turn, use social media as a way to actually be social. Don't just stay at home, you know, really get out and do something. And so other than that, this last step, I highly recommend that you do this other than the 4 stuff. This is possibly the most important thing that you could do to make sure that you are going to continue growing at a rapid pace on Instagram, same way that I did. And I'm going to continue to do. Use other platforms to facilitate your Instagram growth. Now, what I mean by that is they have other apps other than just Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook. They have other apps out there like TikTok, like Firework. Right, by the way, I'm partnered currently with Firework. I highly recommend that you download the app. It's a new and engaging way to get started on meeting and creating new fans and followers. And I use it personally every single day. And I also use TikTok, and that's another thing that has helped me gain exponentially, just because I started on one platform, continued doing everything that I was doing on my Instagram, and I made those little extra content, you know, like little 10-second, 15-second videos that take 5 minutes out of your day to make. Those extra little videos are going to in turn help you grow, just maybe not hugely, but they're going to get those little extra followers here and there and here and there. And that's what you're really trying to gain. You're not really trying to gain virality overnight, because this really does take a lot of hard work. You're not trying to become a viral superstar. You're trying to put in the work and get to where you really want to go. And the only way to really do that is to take those small steps and download TikTok, download Firework. If you want to download Firework, make sure that you click the link in the description. And I'll make sure to follow you back. And so we can really start creating a good community. All it really boils down to is really hard work. If you want it and you do these 5 steps, I guarantee that you are going to see good and consistent growth over a good period of time, and then that in turn can turn you into an influencer, which I'm sure that you are trying to be in whatever fashion that you're searching for. So anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful. Make sure that if you could leave a huge like on this video, I would really appreciate it. On top of that, make sure that you comment down below something else that you feel that I can give genuine knowledge on, that you see that I'm doing. I also made a video that talks about how you can grow your TikTok following. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you go check out that video somewhere right about here, somewheres. And also subscribe to the channel. That's going to be right here. So anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are the best people ever. But I got to go and start editing this video. But I will see y'all in the next one later. Peace.